So here's a drawing I was doing the other day. I thought I would like to be able to show my students how to draw a face looking down. And as I've been drawing Leonardo da Vinci's drawings, I saw this one, and it looked very challenging, especially with all the braids. And so I said, I'll draw it. Now, I don't think students need you to explain where every line goes throughout the whole drawing, because there are just so many lines. Now, I look for effort, and I'll be honest with you, a lot of it's just how many lines did they put on the paper? Does it look like they spent some time on it? You know, if it looks like they just traced it, that's not a lot of effort. But let me start with this one. First off, I've got the right angle. See, that's the right angle of the head. And then I noticed when Leonardo da Vinci drew eyeballs, it's like they're inside the head. And then he just draws skin over top of that. So I draw two large circles. I normally wouldn't do that. Then I put in a ball for where the nose is, and then the mouth. And when I finish with this, mine isn't exactly like his, and I think I made my face too narrow, but still yet, it's not bad, I don't think. I have drawn some that I didn't quite like, but with this one, I don't think it's terrible. Well, my microphone just fell down, so I have to put it back up. There it goes. Now it's out of the way. And now it's not. So anyway, I think I've got it out of the way. So I'm looking at my drawing and I'm thinking, did I do it right? Did I do it right? Sometimes you just have to look at your drawings and think to yourself, did you do this thing right or did you not? So I believe I've got the basics down. I believe I've got it right. And now I'm going to put in where the hair goes and the other parts on the eyebrows and around through the nose. So I'm just laying in the basics. Okay, now I'm not going to show you now make this line and then make that line. A lot of this is just you have to draw it and then redraw it and redraw it like I do over and over again. I think I drew this one 10 times before I got to this one right here. So this is my 10th attempt at this one. It's either that or my 8th. I lose count. I'll start drawing them and then they don't quite work out, but usually I'll just struggle with them too. So I don't quit right away. I'll draw it and struggle with it, and that's why I ask my students to do the same thing. Draw it and struggle with it. And even if it doesn't work out, at least you've made that attempt. So I am trying to get those eyes just right. And by drawing that ball in there first, that's a real big help. And then just blocking in where all the other parts of the face go. So I'll keep struggling with it to try to make it look like the one that you see on top. That's one of his. So just watch along with me, and like I said, I can't tell you now put in an eyebrow here and put the nose in here. You have to just it's kind of like riding a bike. You can't really explain riding a bike to somebody. It's like you have to do it. I mean, I showed you the basic start where I started at, where I made the ellipse, which is the start of the head, and then I laid in where I was going to put the mouth and the nose and the eyes. And then from there on in, you just start working on it. Now notice, I've not even worked on any hair yet. There is no reason to work on any hair until you get the face in. Because the hair it's kind of like something you work on. Well, it is something you work on after you get the face drawn in there. So don't worry about the hair to start with. And I really enjoyed working on the hair on this one. In fact, I found another one that has the braids in her hair. And I'm going to do it in the near future because I didn't think I would. I really thought I would hate doing the braids in the hair. And then after I did them, I was like, that was pretty cool. This is the thing about it. You have to struggle and you have to challenge yourself with doing this kind of struggle where you're learning to draw and pushing your abilities. You're out of your comfort zone. I mean, I have been with every one of these I've done so far. But I'm trying to learn how to draw like Da Vinci. So it's not been easy. None of it is. Now, right now, I'm using my left finger to show me where. I know it makes no sense, but it's kind of like, if this helps, my left finger is like, now look at this part, now look at this part, now look at this part. Put those braids in here, and here, and here. It's pointing out things to my right hand. My left hand is. And then I'm drawing them near those parts. Sometimes I'll use my left hand to trace around an area with my finger, and then try to follow that same area with my right hand. I don't even know how to explain what that is, but it seems to work for me. So if it works for you, try it. Who knows, it might. It might work, but it's just a little thing that I do. Right now I'm just holding the paper. It's absolutely you doing nothing at the moment, but every now and then you'll see me take my left hand, and my left index finger will start pointing at parts of the picture, and then I'll just start putting in where that part goes at with my right hand. Okay, there I go. Now I'm like trying to follow the outside, but I'm kind of going outside of what my left hand is telling me to do, but it's showing me those are curls. You need to put those in there. And I'm really enjoying putting all the curls in there. Now I'm going to change this braid quite a bit because I don't think I drew it right to start with, but then I worked on it more and more. I think overall this took over 2 hours to draw this, and sometimes students will tell me they spent all of 20 minutes on a drawing, and I'm thinking, sometimes I'll spend 2 hours on a drawing or more and still yet end up throwing it away. But right now I'm just speeding it up so you can watch it, and I think at this point you don't need to hear me blather on. You can just watch me change it and fix it. And there I go with my finger again, trying to find where I'm putting in different parts at. So you can watch this now, and I'll put some music in the background. Okay?